Hello, I am Dr. Smith Ezenagu. I'm here to share with you 5 reasons why Anambra State is a great real estate investment destination. You know, real estate is one of the major ways to either multiply or preserve your wealth, right? I'm here to see a billionaire that is not involved in real estate, does not invest in real estate, either actively or passively. And then when you look at these guys, when you check their stories, check their histories, you will realize that these guys did not start investing in real estate because they have made money or because they are now billionaires. No. You will see that real estate was actually one of the things that helped them to achieve their financial dream, right? That's the difference between a financial tool and a financial vehicle. A financial tool is designed to help you achieve some traction, cover some mileage and all of that. When you deploy them, you make some money, you achieve some results and all of that. But a financial vehicle is designed to transport you from your starting point to your financial destination. So things like business, things like investing, things like real estate, they are not financial tools, but they are financial vehicles, right? And then real estate is so unique in that, unlike the other financial vehicles like business, investing, and the rest of them, if you begin to deploy them, you will have to somehow keep doing something to them to keep adding value so that they can keep appreciating. The moment you stop adding value to them, or the moment you stop doing 1 or 2 things to them, they begin to depreciate in value. But on the other hand, real estate naturally appreciates in value, whether you add value to it or not. If you decide not to clear the land, if you decide not to fence it, if you decide not to build a house on it, if you decide just to leave it as bare land, after years, it has done still some amazing return on investment. If you now decide to even add value to it, it becomes the sweetest, right? That's one uniqueness that real estate has. But then, when you come into real estate investing, you will realize that all locations are not equal. Right? Because one of the key things that determine appreciation in real estate is location. And locations are not equal. There are places you invest in now, you will get some massive return on investment within a short period. And there are some other places that you invest in, within that same period, you will get return on investment, but it will not in any way compare to what you got from the other location. That's because location is one of the key factors that decides the rate of appreciation in real estate, right? And when it comes to Anambra State, Anambra is one of those key locations where you have to consider if you're interested in building wealth through real estate. And I want to give you the 5 reasons why Anambra State is a very hot investment destination for those that want to invest in real estate. Number 1 is the subject I just started talking about, which is location. If you check the positioning of Anambra State, you will realize that Anambra State is a gateway state, right? It's a gateway state. A gateway state is a state that provides a link or a connection between 2 or more other states. But Anambra State does not only link other states together. Anambra State is a gateway state into eastern Nigeria, southeast, as a region. If you want to move from south-south to southeast, Anambra State becomes a passage, right? And then if you understand that, you will see that there is no way development will go on in any of those regions. There is no way there will be vibrant commercial activity. There will be no way that there will be, a development in southeast, in Enugu, in any part of southeast without affecting Anambra State. So if inter-regional commercial activities begins to grow between southeast, east and south-south, Anambra State becomes the state that will help to foster and make this relationship smooth because it is a gateway state. Right? So what it means is that a lot of infrastructure that will aid this relationship will be situated in Anambra State. A lot of the things that will help this commercial relationship between the 2 regions will have to be situated in Anambra State so that both regions can partake of it. If you look at Lagos State, you will realize that properties in Lagos State appreciate more than any other state you can think of in Nigeria. That's the truth, if care is not taken, in Africa. And the reason is because Lagos State, in its design, is is a gateway state. It's the entry state from different African countries, different South African countries, West African countries, and all of that. When people want to come into Nigeria to come and carry out transactions, to come and do whatever, Lagos is one of the key entry points. And because of that, when you visit Lagos, you will realize that there are so many infrastructures, there are so many facilities, there are so many things that has been done in the states, not because of any other thing, but to help foster these activities, to help make sure that these people coming in get what they are coming into to do in Nigeria. Right? So Lagos as a gateway state now houses a lot of things, receive these guys, and then from Lagos they can now go into anywhere they are going into. And that alone has caused properties in Lagos to appreciate much more than any other state you can think of in Nigeria. That is the same position that Anambra State has. Right? That's the same position. There is no way development can happen in any eastern states. There is no way commercial activities can flow in any eastern state, in any southern state, without rubbing off on Anambra State somehow, because you must pass through Anambra State to be able to serve all the other states in the region. And the same way, commercial ventures, commercial stuffs coming out from the eastern Nigeria must pass through Anambra State to be able to serve people in southern states. So once the surge of development comes to the east, once the surge of development comes to south, Anambra State is one state that will be affected greatly by this. All right. So that's the first point. The second reason why Anambra State is a great real estate investment destination is because of the rate of commercial activities in the states. Because of the rate of commercial activities in the states. You know, Anambra State has been proven to be one of the commercially or the most commercially viable states in Nigeria. If you check the rate of transactions going on in Anambra State per day, you will be shocked. You will be shocked at the volume of transactions. Right? And one way you will know that a state is commercially viable, one way that you will know that commercial activities or the rate of commercial activities in a particular state has heightened up is when you check the way commercial banks relate or interact with those states, right? And I'm going to show you something now. In 2021, this statistics was released by Central Bank of Nigeria. And these are the list of most banked states in Nigeria, right? Lagos State is the most banked state with 1,387 bank branches, commercial bank branches, followed by Abuja, Federal Capital Territory, with 358. The next in line, which is number 3, is Rivers State with 256. Then after Rivers State, you see Oyo State with 210. So Oyo State is the 10th most banked state in Nigeria. But guess the 5th most banked state in Nigeria. That is Anambra State. Anambra State is the 5th most banked state in Nigeria. What it means is that we have more commercial bank branches in Anambra State than we have in 32 other states. That's what it means. We have more commercial bank branches in Anambra State than we have in the other 32 states. That is because of the rate of transactions, the volume of transaction going on in Anambra State. Right? You know that Igbo people are predominantly commercial in nature. When you come into the southeast, you will discover that the people that are leading when it comes to commerce and industry is Anambra State, right? And then the banks have understood this. They have seen the rate of transactions go, because, I mean, it doesn't make sense that a bank is opening branches in a state where they are not seeing cash flow, in a state where they are not seeing money. But for Anambra State to rank number 5 as of 2021, that shows you that there are some serious things going on there. So you might be afraid that things are not happening in Anambra State. You might be afraid that whatever. But your banks where you keep your money are moving in. They are taking advantage and you're still guessing, right? So if you are looking for a place, you will invest. You will buy properties. And you will get massive return on investment. Anambra State is one place you must consider. All right, number three, the third reason why Anambra State is a great real estate investment destination is because of security of properties. Security of properties. When you go to Anambra State and study the real estate sector in the state, you will realize that the real estate sector in the state enjoy more security than many other states. That's because the government of the day has done some amazing work, right, in regulating the industry. Anambra State is one state I can tell you that has gotten it right or is on the path of getting it right when it comes to real estate industry. There are some policies that the government has put in place, apart from the regular engagement of developers by the government agencies, the Ministry of Land Development, buildings and all of that. Apart from that, they have made some other policies like the policy they made that every real estate company that own an estate must register their layout with the government. And they don't just say this the way some other states do, but they have gone ahead to publish periodically estates that has registered with the government, that the government know about, that have their layout registered by the government. They have put some infrastructure in place to make sure that real estate transactions in the state is seamless. You now talk about the process of getting your documentation done by the government. Anambra State has one of the fastest timeline to process your CFO, to process your any land title, and then to process your survey plan, to process your layout registration and all of that. The process is so fast and it's so sweet, so seamless that you can actually do it as an individual without needing the help of some external consultants, right? That's the third thing that they have done to make sure, or that's the third thing that is the reason why Anambra State is somewhere you should consider when you are thinking of real estate investing, especially in Southeast. Number four is the rate of property appreciation. Rate of property appreciation. Between last 2 years and now, properties in Anambra State has actually appreciated way above 100% in value, right? That's because of the rate of development going on in the state. I can tell you for free, there is rarely a state in Anambra State, there is rarely a community in Anambra State you will enter and they don't have a starred access road into their community. There is rarely none. In fact, something happened last year. I was invited to check out a property in one of the communities in Anambra State. I was looking for a property to buy and they called me to check out a property. At the time, the property was selling for about 300, 400,000 or thereabouts. I checked it and then I left. I didn't end up purchasing the property. And just about 1 year after, in this year, I realized that the government has tied that road into the community. And I went back to check the cost of this property to see if the property is still available for purchase and all of that. And then just in less than 1 year, I was told that the price of this property has gone up to above 1 million naira. Just in less than 1 year. That's because of the rate of development. One of the things that causes or leads to appreciation in real estate is access road. Once a good road network passes through a property, passes through a community, instantly the rates or the prices of those properties will naturally go up. That's one thing Anambra State has gotten very, very well. And if you also check, I read a statistics in 2006. A statistics published by some credible bodies. And then the statistics says as of 2006, 62% of Anambra population live in urban areas, right? What this means is that 62% as of 2006 of the people in Anambra State live in towns and cities. In their towns and cities. There are very few rural villages in Anambra State. Very few. Compared to many other states, they are very, very limited. What we call village, or what you know as village, is fast facing off in Anambra State. That is because every single place, every single part of Anambra State is experiencing some form of development, right? So that's the fourth reason why Anambra State is a great real estate investment destination. And then the fifth and last reason I will give you today why Anambra State is a great investment destination is because of the rate of diaspora participation in development. The rate of diaspora participation in development. Right? A true Anambra man does not wait for government for development. Igbos are people that are known for bringing or taking their wealth home. An Igbo man would rather build a mansion in his village and live in a rented apartment in the city than to build a mansion in the city and then he doesn't have property in his village. Right? That's the way an Igbo man thinks. That's the way Igbo people operate. So because of that, you go into villages, you see that it's as if there is competition going on. The rate of development. You can't go to any community today in Anambra State and you see thatched houses all over the places. It's rare, very rare to see. You will see that people have come in from abroad, from different places to build some massive mansions, do some serious development in their hometown. So because of that participation and the involvement of the diasporans in the development of their communities, the rate of development is more rapid in Anambra State than in some states. The same way in other southeastern states. Right? So you see an Anambra man or an Igbo man is that kind of person that wants to tar the streets so that he will take credit for it. And then name the streets, give the street his name and all of that. Because of that, you see they hardly wait for government. They come back, they look for things that are not done, they do it so that they can make the name for themselves. So because of that, a lot of money is coming into the development of the communities in Anambra State. So you cannot go to anywhere in Anambra State today and you buy land and then after 2 years you come back there and you say that there is no development there. Is rare. It's very rare. I tell you this for free. So this is the fifth reason why Anambra State is a great investment destination. All right. So if you want to know more about how to begin to invest in Anambra State, or you want us to guide you, to coach you, to help you, to direct you, or to help you in any way to begin your journey of investment in Anambra State or any other part of Nigeria, click on the link in this video. Click on the link below this video and then give us some of your information. With that, we can contact you and then we'll get you started. Thank you.